We now know the punishment for a man who pleaded guilty to shooting and killing a doctor in a confrontation on the road. No prison time, probation.
Well, we are astounded at the verdict. We did not anticipate and expect that this is what would happen, especially after we heard the judge and how he himself felt it was a horrible case. He was emotional. The judge was emotional, which to me meant that he felt strongly in our particular case. And then the punishment did not fit the crime.
Alyssa Honer is reacting to the punishment for the man who killed her husband. Jason Scott Jamison killed Dr. Jeffrey Honer in an incident in Tucson's foothills. It was March of last year. A confrontation on the road brought Dr. Honer to a confrontation at the window of Jason Jamison's truck. As Honer walked away, Jamison shot him, but called 911 and tried to use first aid to save the doctor's life. In earlier court action, Jamison's lawyer suggested it was self-defense, but ultimately Jamison pleaded guilty to a reduced charge of negligent homicide compared to earlier charges of manslaughter. Before sentencing, Judge Howard Fell heard tearful testimony from the Honer family and heard Jamison say he wished he could take back his actions. Jamison's defense suggested the two men had something in common with strong faith and two young children in each family. Jeffrey Honer's family rejects that.
The difference between the two couldn't be more clear. Jeff was a man that taught seminary in the mornings, 6 o'clock every morning to teenagers. He took in a Ukrainian family that he didn't know to help them. He gave his time and his money and his talents to help others consistently.
Arizona law says for negligent homicide, Jamison could have been sentenced to between 1 and 3 3/4 years in prison, but the judge sentenced him to the maximum 4 years probation the law also allowed. Judge Fell did tear up discussing the case, and as people were about to leave, he stopped them for one more thing.
I'm so sick of gun violence. I've seen it for over 50 years. I was a prosecutor, I've been a judge for 28 years, and it's just sickening, the gun violence in our country. All right, I'm done. Thanks.
At Pima Superior Court, Craig Smith, KGUN 9.